Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, from whom I learned this truth. I am Ayakala. And I think I'm going to call this one, "The Proud Shall Be Brought Low," or something along those lines. And I was just taking a look at YouTube, and I'm just looking at this Attorney General in Rhode Island who had been arrested. I believe it's for a trespass at a restaurant. But I'm just looking at the look that's on her face. It's like she's so astonished. She really can't believe that this is happening to her because of her lofty position of being an attorney general. And she did let this police officer know, so she tried to use it to her advantage, because this people being Esau, or the so-called white man, Esau Edom is what they call it in the Bible. They're so accustomed, so used to things going their way, they can't see that we're in a different time right now. We're entering into a different time, and the system is changing. And with those who are in positions of authority right now, they're rounding up not only Israelites, but they're rounding up as many people as they can. They don't care. They don't have a allegiance to anything or anyone but that upper 10% that's controlling this world, the wicked. And if you get in the way, if you are a problem to what they're trying to accomplish in this system, you're going to get swooped up. You're going to get taken away too. But before I get started, I just wanted to take a look at the word pride, because that's what this people have on them. I'm not just talking about any type of pride. I'm just talking about this proud existence that they have, what they exude. Pride. It is what this people is all about, because they have gone about on this earth, conquering and killing anything that's anything in their path. But let's take a look at this word pride. And this is going to be according to Google. And it says, a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. Let's see if I can't find okay, here's a biblical definition of pride. It says in the Bible, pride is defined as excessive self-love, arrogance, or an inflated view of one's own abilities, status, or importance, which elevates oneself above the Most High and others. Says this harmful attitude leads to moral and spiritual downfall, as it causes individuals to rely on themselves rather than the Most High's grace, and prevents them from seeking his wisdom and truth. And that is this man Esau Edom. That's what he does. He exalts himself, thinking more of himself than he is, thinking him to be of the Most High, or even above. He try to put himself above the Most High. Let me just bring out one precept here, give you an idea of the attitude of this people. And this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, meaning his philosophies. It says he is a proud man, and neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. When it says neither keepeth himself at home, meaning he spreads these philosophies all over the world, and he's not satisfied with what he has. He's already taken over a land that's not his, that you call America. But he not only wants to spread his wicked philosophies here, but he also wants to spread it abroad, because this is not enough for him. He says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. And that's what he spreads. Anything in his path, he kills, he destroys it along his way. He says, and cannot be satisfied. He installs his governments. He brings forth coups in other countries so that he can put his government, his puppets in control. And the next thing you know, he wants to put a military base on other lands and control it and control their economies. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So he wants control of all people. He wants to make this one world system so that he can be in control of it. That's just to give you an idea of what kind of man that we're talking about. He's a proud man, and he's used to having things going his way. He's used to conquering and going about taking whatever it is he wants. It's worked for him, and he thinks it's going to continue to work for him. But that pride is being brought very low, and we're seeing it right before our very eyes. Another word I wanted to bring out a base or a basement. And I'm going to Google. Let's see. It says, what does a basement mean in the Bible? It says to make or bring low, to humble. All right, and I'm just going to give you an example of talking about the video that I saw on YouTube. And I don't think this is very long. It's probably a couple minutes. And I probably should say fair use. This is just for edification purposes. All right, let's just take a look at it.
Okay, not a good look for a state prosecutor cuffed and carted along with her equally obstinate friend after a nightmare night out in Newport. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gene Valicenti.
Good to have you with us. I'm Patrice Wood. The police showed up when the Assistant Attorney General and her friend got kicked out by a restaurant. Quite a scene outside the Clark Cookhouse. The I-Team's Brian Crandall is here with the body camera footage. Brian?
Patrice, Gene, in that video, State Prosecutor Devin Hogan Flanagan repeatedly tells officers she's an AG or Attorney General, but her continued talking didn't get her off the hook.
See, she's talking about that lofty position that she has, which she think is supposed to work for her. When she reveals what her lofty position is, it's supposed to supersede any law that she may have violated, because that's the pride that they have upon them. They're not used to being in any trouble. Let me see if I can find that in the scripture. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 73, verse 5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." So that's that surprised and shocked look that she's got on her face. That she can't believe that this is happening, because this isn't supposed to happen to somebody like her. But let me go ahead and finish.
Instead, it got her cuffed and charged with trespassing.
I want you to turn the body cam off. Protocol is that you turn it off. If a citizen requests it to turn it off.
So they want you guys to leave?
Yes, we're gonna leave.
Let's just leave.
That's how the Newport Police interaction with Assistant Attorney General Devin Hogan Flanagan started Thursday night.
We'll talk over here, okay?
It was outside the Clark Cookhouse where police were called. Here's an officer talking to the host.
You guys just want to know, do you want them trespass?
Anything we can do. Trespass, yeah. I just need
Trespass, get it
yeah,
out.
please.
The conversation between police, Hogan Flanagan.
So you can see that restaurant host, he's sick of that shit. He wants them out of there. See, they're used to being able to talk their way and to take over situations and be able to bat their eyes a few times, and used to being able to just walk away from whatever the situation is because of who they are, what they look like. But it doesn't look like it's working in this instance. Let me go ahead and finish it.
And her friend Veronica Hannon only escalated.
So you're trespassing, so we gotta leave now. Unless you want to be in there.
We're not trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing. Number one.
What
Number
did I just say to
two.
you? You're
You're
trespassing.
number
Let's go.
one. Number one.
I don't
Number
want to
two.
arrest you guys.
You're not gonna arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that.
We gotta go.
But the
Let's go.
protocol is, and your protocol is if I ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off, and that's your protocol.
She's a lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true.
I'm an
What'd she
AG.
say?
I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give Let's go. We're going. Let's go.
Excuse me.
We're leaving.
See how she thinks she's just supposed to take control. She's supposed to control the situation because she told him what her lofty position is. But as you can see, these officers appear to be of her same people, but they don't give a shit about that. See, things are changing. And just because you got that look, just because you got that proud attitude, it doesn't mean anything in these times.
Please don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry, what?
Officers then handcuffed Hogan Flanagan.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
She says almost a dozen times she's an AG.
But you're gonna regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG.
She says, "You're gonna regret this." Let's see if I can find another verse I want to bring out here. Let's go to Proverbs. And I'm going to go to chapter 29. In verse 23, it says, "A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit." And you can see with this woman, there's nothing humble about her. She's denounced what her position is. She tried to take over the situation and take control of it. But you can see that officer wasn't going for it. He ain't waste no time putting her ass in cuffs and putting her in the back of that car. So that's the spirit that Esau has upon him, and he doesn't know how to humble himself. I'm gonna bring out another precept here, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 12, and this isn't going to be very long. I got maybe just one more to go here. It says, "For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts," and that host means armies, "shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low." And as you can see, that's the times that we're entering into right now. All the proud, all the lofty, you're going to be brought low. And you've had your time to reign, you've had your time to rule, but it's looking like that time is just about up. See how much more is finished here on this.
Her friend didn't go quietly either.
Get your hands off me.
Even slipping out of handcuffs the first time.
Now you can see how she's behaving right now. If that would have been an Israelite woman, she'd have been slammed on the ground already. Possibly a broken hip or whatever. But you see, they let her slip out of the cuffs. They let her run around and scream. And they still not going to do very much to her. Probably just put her in the car. And who knows how long they'll really stay. They'll be probably bailed out immediately. Well, let's finish. There's only a couple more seconds.
And trying to keep the police cruiser door open with her feet. Well, the Clark Cookhouse had no comment about why the two women were no longer welcome. When I called Hogan's phone number today, a woman who answered said no comment. The Attorney General's office told us Friday it was reviewing the incident and told me today there's no update. Meanwhile, Hannon's lawyer told me she's overwhelmed and embarrassed.
Okay.
So she's overwhelmed and embarrassed. Yeah, she should be. All right, I got just one final precept that I'm gonna bring out, and that'll be it. And it says, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble." And that stubble means that they'll be consumed. They're gonna be burnt up. It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And when it says root, leave them neither root nor branch, that means that there's not going to be no remaining of these people. They're in their kingdom right now, and their kingdom is coming to an end. And in the kingdom to come, the Israelites are going to rule. And after 1,000 years of us having them in slavery, those people are going to be consumed. They're going to be rounded up and burnt up, and they're going to be consumed, and there'll be neither root nor branch of them remaining. Let's see if I can back that up here. I'm going to go to Obadiah chapter 8, verse 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame." It says, "And the house of Esau for stubble." So that the house of Jacob should be a fire. We're going to be in the rulership. We're going to be in the ruling class, and we're going to be that fire that consumes that house of Esau. It says, "And the house of Esau for stubble." So just as I mentioned in the previous verse, this is that stubble that's going to be remaining when they're rounded up and when they're burnt up in our kingdom. It says, "And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it." So this is written, this is already spoken of by the Most High. These people have had their kingdom. This kingdom is coming to an end, and you can see it by everybody being against everybody. There's no more dominance in this man. You can see him coming down, and it's happening right before our eyes. But I'm going to leave it there, and I pray that this has been edifying to the listener. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKadosh. Shalom.